This song was written to be played on the electric. However, the rhythm part of this song can be played on the electric or the acoustic. It's going to start off the intro. Finger 3 is going to do a slide from, the tablature actually says, from 7 to 9. It's going to be a real short, kind of a fast slide. Sometimes I'll start back before the 7th fret. On a slide, what you don't want to do is strike any particular fret and hear that fret. Like when it says 7 to 9, you don't want to strike 7 like this and then slide, because that makes actually two different notes. You want the whole thing to be sliding. So get your hand moving before you strike the string. 5th string, slide up to 9. Okay? And then when you get there, you're going to release that note, finger 3, and you're going to let finger 1 pinch strings 4 and 3. And 2 maybe, but 4 and 3 for sure. Get on those 2. And you're going to strike downstroke on string 4 and make sure you strike string 4 and 3. Okay, so it's like this. And when you get to there, you're going to add, and this is the hard part, you're going to add fingers 2 and 3, and you're going to make an A minor 7 form out of these 2 strings. What I mean by that, A minor 7 looks like this down here, right? An A minor minus finger 3. But we're going to do it with these 2 fingers instead. But it's going to be up here, okay? Like this is a bar finger or a capo. And we're going to do the A minor 7 form with these 2 fingers. And we're going to press those in, strike a downstroke on strings 4, 3, and 2 at most. You can hit less, but don't hit more than that. You're going to strike it, and your thumb's really going to need to be about halfway down the back of the neck for this, because you're going to have to use it as a guide to slide. So what you're going to do is slide up 2 frets. Okay. Slide, pinch, strike, and now we're going to add these 2 fingers, go up 2 frets, 1 downstroke, slide 2 frets, and then when you get there, okay, the tab says this. When you get there, it says do 2 more strikes on that. However, I've learned from experience, if you do that, it's not going to give you enough time to get back here to do what you need to do. Now, there's going to be a few of you out there that can do that, and hey, you're great. Good job. But for 99% of you, I'm going to show you a little trick to do here. When I play this at full speed, almost no one recognizes that I'm cheating a little bit, because the thing's pretty fast. But here's the cheating part I'm talking about. In the tab, it says to do that. However, when I get up to here, watch this. When I get to there, I relax my fingers and do a down-up stroke on just hitting 1 or 2 strings here while I'm coming back to this position. Okay? Now, if you're still a little confused, I'll show you the difference. Here's the correct way according to the tablature. And here's what I'm doing to cheat, because this is a very difficult rhythm and very difficult up to speed to get back to that position. So watch this. We're going to get up here, relax, mute, mute as you're coming back to fret 7 with finger 1. And we're going to do a downstroke in this position, and then get rid of fingers 2 and 3 and do another downstroke and mute it. Okay? Now, let me slow down and play through this up to this point slowly. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do a mute, 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 mute. That's a down, up, while our fingers are relaxed on the strings. And you'll notice when I do this, you'll see my hand, my left hand, going back this way to get in position for finger 3 again to do that slide, because we're going right back to that slide after mute, 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 mute. Okay, so let me show you that. Slow-mo, I'll add the next part with it this time. And when we get to here this time, it's going to be different. We're going to go. And that was a slide, downstroke, and now we're going to do another downstroke, hammering on these 2 fingers. Okay, and then relax them. Do a mute, mute there with relaxed fingers. Lift these out of the way, downstroke, beginning with string 4, and then we leave fret 7 and come all the way to fret 2, same position. We're pinching strings 4, 3, and 2, but 4 and 3 mainly. You don't have to hit 2. But the pick hand, you got to come up to string 5 open, because it calls for an A chord here, and that's the position you should come to. Again, the second half of that was. And then we do a mute, 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 getting our hand back up here in position to start the riff over. Now, if you're not confused totally yet, and I know some of you are, so let me back up to the beginning of this and play it very slowly. 2, 3, 4. One more time. I kind of overshot that one spot. Did you notice? I did. Not the first time I've done that either. Okay, now that's basically the whole intro. You go through that 4 times in a row, okay? Now I'm going to do it yet again, this time even slower than my slow-mo a minute ago. All right? 2, 3, 4.